Hi, this is Sean Overton with OneStepRemove.com. In this video we're talking about liquidity in the Forex market. I wanted to go over just how little money it actually takes in order to move the market. And in the blog post I cited some of the more popular platforms with the institutions like Reuters 3000 and EBS. And I showed, based on futures volume statistics, just how tiny the amount of money required is to start to move the market and suck up all the liquidity. Now, in those examples that I went through, I made the assumption of an average minute, and we know, of course, that the market does not have average minutes. During the Euro trading session, you have way more liquidity and way more trading, but then in the Asian session, you have far fewer liquidity and far fewer trades going through the system. When you break it down into an average minute, you're not really telling what it's really like, you're just telling what it's like on average. But even if you multiply those numbers by 10, it's still not an astronomical amount of money that's required. So for example, I gave FXCM and I showed how their platform in an average minute 10 could be moved with an aggregate amount of only $800,000 spread out between however many retail accounts. So even if you multiplied that by 10 and you require an $8 million account balance, that's still a lot of money, of course. But it's not insane to think about, and especially if you have a popular expert advisor. And you think about something like FAP Turbo that sold several thousand copies, and if all of those are trading at the exact same moment in the same minute, it's really not that hard for accounts to add up to what seems like a lot of money of several $1 million. So most retail traders think that they are like everybody else, where they have $3,000 account balances, which is the average size. But the reality for retail Forex traders is that they have vastly differing account sizes. So yes, while the average account balance is about $3,000, you have a huge overrepresentation of $1,000 account balances, followed by a staggering concentration of guys with $100,000 account balances, $250,000 account balances, and as you go higher up the scale, they get fewer and fewer. But there are people out there that trade $1 million, $2 million accounts per broker. And the idea that several of them might have an expert advisor, the same one, is not far-fetched at all, especially as the expert advisor for sale gets more and more popular. So when you're looking at pushing through a trading idea, you really do have to think about how many people are doing this exact same thing at the exact same time. Because when all of those people try and suck up all of the liquidity, sometimes it's not there, and if they beat you to the punch, you're left with the leftovers, which is many pips worse than what you requested, and more than likely the market's just going to fall right back to where it came from anyway. If you have any questions on liquidity or how it works, you can find me at www.onestepremove.com. My name is Sean Overton. Thank you for listening.